And welcome in everybody live from Monin Park on the campus of UMass Boston for some non-conference collegiate baseball action between the visiting Tufts Jumbos and UMass Boston Beacons. Andrew Bluestein here with you as we have a solid matchup as the Beacons look to continue their win streak, getting the win last night here over Plymouth State, or yesterday afternoon I should say. And Tufts coming in off of a extra innings win against Amherst College of their own. So we should be in for a good matchup today. Brisk night here in Boston, 69 degrees just ahead of first pitch. A little bit of a breeze heading out to right field, but doesn't look too strong at the moment. And first pitch coming your way is we'll step aside for a quick break and be back right after the national anthem to go over the starting lineups here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
And welcome back here, everybody, here inside Monin Park. Andrew Bluestein here with you on the Beacons Broadcast Network as we take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the visiting Tufts University Jumbos. Leading off and at third base will be Patrick Solomon. At second base, batting second will be Jesse McCullough. Batting third, the right fielder Connor Flavin. Batting cleanup will be the DH Jimmy Evans. Batting fifth, the left fielder Ben Leonard. Batting sixth, the catcher Connor Barea. Batting seventh, the first baseman Connor Davidson. Batting sixth was Connor Davidson. Batting seventh, Henry Fleckner, and batting in the ninth spot. Boy, I messed that one up. Is the shortstop Ozzie Fleischner. For the Beacons on the mound tonight, it'll be Ethan Hunt, who gets the start for the Beacons, coming in with 6 appearances. This will be his first start of the season, has no decisions, has 7.7 ERA, 14 innings, has 12 strikeouts to 9 walks. He has been solid in relief this season. Again, mentioning this is his first start of the season, so we'll see how he fares coming in. A spot starter. Don't see that too often in collegiate baseball. But the Beacons, as you mentioned, defeating Plymouth State yesterday afternoon. It was an 11-5 final as they look to stay in the win column. Beacons have won 5 of their last 7 games. As we're about to get set for first pitch here from Monin Park. As the leadoff man, Fleckner, will step in. As Hunt looking in for the sign on the first pitch. And here it comes, we're underway, and the first pitch fouled off to the right and out of play. for an 0-1 count. Hunt from the stretch again. That one high for a ball to even up the count at 1-1. A little bit of a late start here from Monon Park as we assume Tufts in some traffic there at 93 as Hunt delivers and swing and a miss. Fleckner flails there, so a 1-2 count. Nice pitch there from Hunt. 93 always trouble this time of night. A lot of traffic as Hunt delivers. That one fouled off, so staying alive is Fleckner for a 1-2 count. Hunt looking in for the sign. Gets it from the catcher Corliss. He delivers. That one missing high for a ball. It's about the same area where he threw the first ball of the count. Now it's even at 2-2. Hunt fires. That one just missing as Corliss not able to hang on to that one. So the count is full to the leadoff man Fleckner here in the top of the first. Under the lights at Monon Park. Hunt delivers. That one fouled off again to the right, now to play. So a strong at bat for the leadoff man for the Jumbos. Wasting a couple of pitches. As Hunt looking in from the sign. Hunt goes from the stretch, even with nobody on base. He'll deliver. That one missing outside for ball 4, so Fleckner, the leadoff man, gets on with a walk. Not the start that Ethan Hunt wanted. Putting the leadoff man on, so Ozzie Fleischner now, shortstop, hitting .283 on the season, will step in with a runner on first. Hunt looks in. That one lined up the middle, grabbed there by Blake, and they're going to double up the runner, so the Beacons turn 2. Aiden Blake in good positioning there at second base, able to snare it for the out, and then they double up Fleckner. So the Beacons clear the bases, and now 2 down for the 3-hitter. It'll be Jimmy Evans, so the DH. Stand in. Hunt looking in. He'll fire. Nice pitch in there for called strike 1. Hunt deals. That one grounded to the first baseman. Burris eats him up and a hop over. He can't stay with it. So Evans will reach. Tough play there for Burris. He was in front of it all the way, but kind of took a weird hop off his foot and went about 20 feet up in the air, allowing for Evans to reach, and we're going to score that a hit. That one was hit hard at Burris. So Connor Flavin now, cleanup batters, hitting .273, will stand in right field tonight. And we have time called as a ball from the Beacons bullpen, it looks like, has found its way onto the field. As Breon Parker, the center fielder, tossing it back there. That happened yesterday afternoon. Sometimes a ball gets under that door out there in right field. So Hunt checks on the runner, diving back safely is Evans. As Hunt checks the runner again, comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off, getting a piece of Corliss and the umpire, so 0-1 now the count against Flavin. Hunt looking in for the sign. Comes to a set. He'll check on the runner again. Sliding back safely, though, is Evans. Hunt keeping him honest over there. Has a decent size lean, not anything too big over there. Hunt checks again. Now comes to a set. He'll go to home. That one in there for a called strike. So 0-2 now the count. With 2 away here in the top of the first. Leadoff hitter Fleckner got on by drawing a walk, but Ozzie Fleschner was doubled up on a line drive to Aiden Blake at second. That pitch just missing outside for ball 1. Beacons turning a double play, resulting in the 2 outs here in the first inning. Hunt waiting for the sign. He'll get it from Corliss. Comes to his set. Delivers that one outside and heading down to second. And Corliss not even attempting a throw, so Evans will get the theft there. So now runner on second in scoring position here. The 2-2 count, 2 down. Hunt steps to the rubber. Looking in for the sign. That's it. Checks on the runner. He fires. That one fouled off to the right and out of play. Count will stay 2-2. Hunt to a set. Checks on the runner. Here's the pitch. That one missing low. So again, another full count here. Has started off 0-2, but Flavin battling all the way back here. As Hunt looking in. 3-2 pitch. That one just missing for ball 4. So Flavin draws the walk after starting off 0-2. So the second walk drawn of the inning by the Jumbos. So now first and second with 2 outs. As the first baseman, Connor Davidson, steps to the plate, has home run on the season, batting .267, 7 RBIs. As Hunt looks in. Checks the runner. He deals. That one popped high in the air. And that one looks like it's going to get out of play, and it does. That ball had some loft to it. The count 0-1. Deacons trying to get out of the top of the first here. Unscathed after turning a double play. Count 0-1, 2 outs. Hunt will go back to second. Checking on the runner Evans there, but he'll dive back in safely. Hunt again looking in for the sign. That's it from Corliss. He delivers. That one in there for a called strike. Nice breaking ball there from Hunt. So the count 0-2 again here. Let's see if this time Hunt can get out of it. Comes to a set. He fires. That one just missing outside. Make it 1-2. But looked like that's exactly where Corliss wanted it. Trying to get the batter Davidson to chase there, but not biting. Hunt comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one again outside and a little bit in the dirt to even up the count at 2-2. So these Jumbos hitters so far doing a good job by staying patient in the batter's box. As Hunt again checks the runner. Checks again, now fires. That one popped high in the air to left field. Going back there, though, is Jimenez. He's under it, and he'll haul it in for the out that retires the side. So a couple runners stranded for the Jumbos. Beacons coming up in the bottom of the first, and we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships.
And welcome back here inside Monin Park as we head to the bottom of the first, and we'll take a look at the Beacons starting lineup. Leading off the center fielder, Breon Parker. Batting second, the left fielder, Mariano Jimenez. Batting third, the third baseman, Drew Metzdorf. Batting cleanup, the second baseman, Aiden Blake. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Boston Burris. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Gianni Zerilli Jr. Batting seventh, the catcher, Craig Corliss. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Nick Palma. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Justin Gavea for the Beacons. Also on the bump for Tufts University tonight will be Silas Reed. 5 appearances, 5 starts, 1-1 record at 4.42 ERA, has 18 and a third innings on the season, 16 strikeouts to 19 walks. So the Beacons offense looking to stay hot. They put up 11 yesterday on Plymouth State. The offense has really been the story of the season thus far for the Beacons. We're waiting for our final warm-up tosses as the sun starts to set here at Monin Park. As we're under the lights, Boston, as now Breon Parker will step in to lead things off for the Beacons in the bottom of the first. And if you're just joining us, Tufts had 3 base runners in the first inning, but ultimately nothing doing for them as Ethan Hunt getting out of it. Parker, though, stepping in to lead things off. Parker had 2 hits yesterday, including an RBI, as he'll take strike 1. Parker, the righty, waiting for the pitch. That one inside for a ball. Also mentioned Silas Reed, a righty as well. Need another pitcher who's from the stretch with nobody on. That ball fouled off to the right and out of play. Not sure if that's a new trend with pitchers pitching out of the stretch. Nobody on. Traditionally, you see most pitchers out of the windup. I wouldn't be surprised if that pitch is fouled off. The foul territory, almost a play to be made, but it'll get out. What I was going to say is that out of the stretch, it might be some sort of mechanics thing where you generate more power off the leg. It could also just be a comfortability thing. Some pitchers just like that more than others. As the count 1-2 to Parker. Reed looking in. He deals that one outside and gets to the backstop. As the catcher there, Brala, going all out to block that pitch with nobody on. The count 2-2 now to Parker. Reed delivers. That one again fouled off and out of play. So the count's still even at 2-2. Got a lot of foul balls here. Tufts did a good job of that in the first inning, wasting pitches. As that one again fouled off by Parker. That one right towards the Beacons dugout. Again, the count will remain 2-2. Reed taking his time, getting back to the rubber. Now steps to it. Comes to his set. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt for ball 3. So full count here. Saw a couple of those in the top of the first as well. A lot of pitches thrown early on here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one low for ball 4, so Parker draws the walk to lead things off. Exactly what Tufts did. Fleckner, their leadoff hitter, also their center fielder, drew a walk to lead things off, then was doubled up. But the Beacons able to fare the same, as that'll bring up Drew Metzdorf at third base tonight, as he normally is. Metzdorf batting .338 on the year, 1 homer, 13 RBIs. As Reed checks on the runner, Parker diving back in. Had a little bit of a late read on that, but he was able to get back in safely. Reed again, taking a peek over there at Parker, but he'll go to home. That one in there for a called strike. So it looked like Metzdorf taking all the way there. As Parker again will take his lead. Reed checking on him, almost got him. Parker diving back safely. Reed's got a real good pickoff move, as he kind of uses his peripheral vision, it looks like, to keep track of the runner, then fires over to first, but this time he'll go to home. That one in the dirt for a ball. Nice stop there by the catcher, Brala. Keep it in front of him, so the count will even at 1-1. Parker takes his lead again. Reed checking on him. He'll go back again. Parker dives back in safely. A few of these have been close. Parker has gotten back to the bag, but again, real strong pickoff move from the righty Reed. Usually it's the lefties who you have to worry about with the pickoff move, but that ball line foul towards left field. A nice piece there by Metzdorf, but not able to keep it in play. So the count remains 1-2. Again, Parker taking his lead off first. He's been checked on a few times now by Reed. Reed peeking over there, checks again. Diving back safely is Parker. They're keeping him real honest over there. I think that's about 4 times now that Reed has checked on the runner. This time goes to home. Parker takes off, and he'll dive in safely. That ball goes into center field, but good backup there from the center fielder Fleckner. So Parker will have to stay at second, but you can see why they kept checking on him. Parker has dangerous speed, and he gets credit with the theft there. So the Beacons now runner in scoring position with nobody out in the bottom of the first. It's a 2-2 count on the batter, Drew Metzdorf. As Reed looking in. Here's the pitch. That one just missing for ball 3, so both batters so far for the Beacons getting the count full. Trying to get as many pitches as they can out of Silas Reed. Reed again from the rubber, from the set. Here's the pitch. That one outside for ball 4, so Silas Reed walks the first 2 batters that he faces here tonight. That'll bring up Aiden Blake, the second baseman, in the 3 spot. So the Beacons with first and second, nobody out, here to start things off. Blake batting .369, 3 home runs, 24 RBIs. Blake had a 2-run homer yesterday to right field. Add the final touches onto Beacons' 11-5 win over Plymouth State. Silas Reed, a little bit of trouble here early on for Tufts, as he'll deliver that one in there for a called strike. You got to think the Beacons will be taking all the way here on the first pitch most of the time, with Reed throwing not very accurately early on here, as he'll looking again for the sign. We have time called as Reed I guess we have a theoretical pitch clock violation. So a ball awarded on the count is that one away for ball two. I'm going to say, you could tell the catcher, Brala and Reed, the pitcher, not on the same page there. It seemed like Brala had to go through the signs a few times there. One from Reed. That one outside for ball three. So indeed the Beacons are being patient at the plate early on here, as Reed struggling to find the plate. He comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a called strike just on the outside corner. Blake disagrees with that, as he was already headed down to first base, but he'll have to step back into the box. So all three batters now have gotten to a full count. Not something you see very often, as Reed deals. Swung on and missed. Blake looked like a changeup there from Reed. Goes down swinging. So one down now here in the bottom of the first, as now the catcher, Craig Corliss, hitting in the cleanup spot tonight, will step to the plate. Batting .277, a home run, 25 RBIs. The Beacons still have first and second with one down. Reed walked Parker, and then as Reed checks on Parker there, he'll dive back in safely. But he walked Parker and Metzdorf, and then strikes out Blake. So Silas Reed a little bit all over the place here to start. See if he can find a rhythm, as he'll look to throw his first pitch here against Corliss, and that will be strike one. So again, the Beacons taking all the way on the first pitch. Reed gets the sign. Goes to home. There go the runners, and there's no throw from the catcher, Brala. Not sure if he just gripped it funny and decided not to throw it anywhere, or if that was the play, but a double steal. So Metzdorf to second, Parker to third. First and second now with one down here in the first, and a 1-1 count to Corliss. Here's the pitch. That one outside for ball two. Reed looking in for the sign. Taking a while again there. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Like a breaking ball there, perhaps a slider from Reed. So the count even now at 2-2. Again, Corliss batting in the cleanup spot here tonight, under the lights at Monin Park. Reed checks the runner. He'll deliver. That one popped in the air to right field, shallow right. The second baseman, though, right there to haul it in for the second out. McCulloch makes the play out there, as that'll bring up Gianni Zerilli Jr., the shortstop. Coming in batting .322, 3 home runs and 23 RBIs. trying to take advantage of the two base runners who both drew walks to get on, and then double steal, advancing them to second and third as the pitch is blown away for ball one. Again, Parker at third, Metzdorf at second. There's two down here in the bottom of the first. Batter is really Junior as he'll wait for the pitch. Here it comes, and that one outside for ball two. So again, Reed having trouble finding the zone early in the count. Comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one missing again outside for ball three. So the fourth batter out of five here in the first inning have gotten to ball three in the count. As Reed delivers that one in there for a called strike. So a 3-1 count. Billy Jr. patiently waiting for the pitch. Here it is. That one outside for ball four to load up the bases. That'll bring up the DH tonight, Nick Palma. So the Beacons with a good opportunity here. Palma batting .298, 14 RBIs on the season. So 3 ducks on the pond here for UMass with 2 down in the bottom of the first, trying to take advantage. Reed delivers that one low for ball one. Reed is up to 31 pitches now on the inning, as he'll look in and deliver that one, missing again for ball two. Again, the base is loaded. Here's the pitch. That one inside for ball three. In the dirt, and a nice stop by the catcher, Brala. So Zerilli Jr. on first, Metzdorf on second, Parker on third. Batter is Palma with a 3-0 count, and the base is loaded. So again, another batter that reaches 3 balls. That pitch in there for a called strike. Again, Reed in the stretch, gets the sign. The 3-1. That one blown high in the air out to left, coming in, but that one's going to get out of play for a foul ball. Solid contact there, though, by Palma. Just got to straighten that out. So another full count. Here in the bottom of the first. So the runners will be moving here. Reed taking his time, now gets the sign. Comes to a set. Here's the 3-2. That one again popped up and out of play off to the left. So we'll do it again with a full count and the bases loaded. This is typically the situation you'd want to see in the bottom of the ninth, not the bottom of the first, but the Beacons trying to take advantage of it here. So Reed again gets the sign, comes to a set. Here's the pitch, runners moving, that ball grounded to the first baseman. He'll field it cleanly and step on first for the out, so the Beacons strand 3. Both teams stranding runners in the first inning. And we'll step aside. So we're scoreless through one here from Monon Park. Take a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
The 5-campus UMass system is the university that educates the workforce of Massachusetts. We recognize that we are truly here for a reason, and that recognition inspires us and drives us every single day.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
Welcome back here inside Monon Park. We're scoreless through one inning as we're now at the top of the second. And leadoff hitter will be Leonard, left fielder. Also, just want to apologize. It was not Silas Reed on the mound for Tufts in the bottom of the first. It was Jack Schwartz who was on the bump as that one even up the count at 1-1. Leonard will take ball 2 for a pitch high out of the strike zone. Hunt to a set. Here's the pitch. That one in there for called strike 2. Even up the count. Here's the pitch. That one. Frank foul. That one carrying way up there. Out of play. The count will stay at 2-2. Hunt to a set. Looking in. He delivers. That one high for ball 3. So another full count. Full counts are wild here thus far at Monon Park. As Hunt looks in, now comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one popped high in the air. Corliss has a shot at it, but it will not stay in the field of play and get into the bleachers back here in front of the press box. So the count will stay full. Leonard, the lefty, will step back in. Hunt to a set. Here's the pitch. That one again fouled off the top of the netting on the backstop. So the count stays 3-2. Here's the pitch. And that one hits hits the batter Leonard. Hunt on the pitch as Leonard will take his base. So now a runner on here to start the top of the second for the Jumbos. Now the catcher Brala will come to the plate. Leonard takes his lead at first. Hunt to a set. Here's the pitch. That one missing high and away for ball one. Ralla batting .333 on the season. Hunt again comes to a set. Now checks on the runner. As diving back safely there is Leonard. Hunt again. Looking in, comes to a set. Goes back to first. Sliding in safely again is Leonard. Leonard not with too big of a lead at first, but Hunt keeping him honest nonetheless. Here's the pitch. That one outside for ball two. So count 2-0 with the runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch from Hunt. That one popped high in the air, but out of play off to the right. So that'll put a strike in the count at 2-1. Leonard takes his lead at first. Hunt checks again. Diving back safely is Leonard. Both pitchers that we've seen so far, Schwartz and Hunt, have pretty good pickoff moves. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one fouled off. So perhaps a hit and run on there for the Jumbos. But not executed, as foul ball will result in strike two to even up the count. Leonard again at first, takes his lead. Hunt gets the sign, comes to a set. Checks again, diving back safely is Leonard. Major League Baseball has a pickoff rule now. You can only attempt 2 per batter. We've exceeded that on both sides now. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Throw from Corliss. Not in time. In fact, never even reached the base. So the theft for Leonard there. So runner now in scoring position. So that was a strikeout also for Hunt. So one down here. Focus too much on the runner there. So Hunt with his first strikeout of the evening. But the runner advancing on the steal. So Leonard now at second. Here's the pitch. That one fouled out of play. Now Solomon, the third baseman, at the dish with an 0-1 count. Hunt looking for the sign. Kicks off Corliss a couple of times, it looked like there, but now they come to an agreement. Here's the pitch. That one outside. So 1-1 now the count. Hunt right back through the rubber. Leonard will take his lead at second. Hunt to a set, checks, now fires. Breaking ball. Almost gets away. Nice stop there, though, by Corliss behind the dish. As that'll make the count 2-1. Hunt looking in for the sign. Gets it from Corliss. He delivers. That one outside for ball 3, so a 3-1 count now. to the 8-hitter Solomon. As the sun just about fully set here at Monin Park. Hunt gets the sign, comes to a set. Checks the runner, now delivers. Swing and a miss. Solomon with a hefty hack there, but comes away with air, and that'll fill up the count again. So another full count. Got a nice view there with the sky here on the campus of UMass Boston as Ethan Hunt delivers. That one fouled back. So the count will stay full. Again, that has been the theme tonight so far. Hunt now up to 37 pitches as he looks in, now comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one high and away for ball 4. So with one down here in the second, Tufts now have 2 ducks on the pond. Leonard's at second, Solomon at first. So pull off at the plate. Hunt checks the runner. Here's the pitch. That one lined into left field, a base hit. And they're going to send Leonard here from second. Jimenez comes up throwing, but scoring easily is Leonard from second. So a base hit for McCullough, and Tufts will take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. As Leonard got a pretty good jump on that one from second. Able to score. Beacon's doing a good job. Jimenez got it in quickly to keep Solomon at second. Now we have time called. We'll have a mound meeting here. As the whole infield coming in. You talk to Hunt. So, lengthy conference going out there on the mound right now. Beacon's up to a tough start here in the second. They do have one down, but there's one run in for Tufts. And it looks like we have Keenan Metrick, who's up and moving around, doing some calisthenics in the Beacon's bullpen. So we'll keep our eye on that after the mound meeting with Hunt. So Solomon on second, Koloff on first. Still just one down here in the second. Hunt will check on the runner, fires, and diving back safely though is Solomon. Solomon taking a lead again at second. Hunt comes to a set, checks, goes to home. That one inside for ball 1. So a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Hunt. That one in there for a called strike to the leadoff hitter Fleckner. Fleckner walked in his first at-bat. Count even at 1-1 here. Runners take their leads. Hunt delivers, they go. Corliss down to third, and diving in safely is Solomon, so a double steal there for the Jumbos. So now second and third, with just one away here in the second. Two runners in scoring position with the leadoff hitter at the plate. Hunt looks in, comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off into the netting. Even up the count at 2-2. Fleckner back in the box as Hunt waiting for the sign. Receives it, now comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one missing low for ball 3. So yet again, another full count here. I don't think I've ever seen this many full counts through 1 1/2 inning of baseball. As Hunt will fire the 3-2 and ball 4. Oh, another walk. That'll load up the bases for Ozzie Fleischner. Fleischer lined into a double play in his first at-bat. Nice play by Aiden Blake. As Hunt delivers that one in there for a called strike. So the Beacons had the bases loaded in the bottom of the first, weren't able to capitalize on it. Now Tufts has a chance of their own with bases loaded, just one out here in the top of the second. As pitch from Hunt, high and inside for ball 1, and that'll even up the count. Hunt looking in. Now delivers. That one missing for ball 2. Hunt comes to a set. Now goes to home. That one popped up behind the press box and out of play. Count even at 2-2. As Hunt waiting for the sign again. Willis also calling defensive signals. Here's the pitch. That ball popped in the air out towards right field. Gavea coming on, and that ball will get out of play. So count will remain 2-2. So count still even at 2-2. Fleischer back in the box. Hunt looking in for the sign. Gets it from Corliss. Here's the pitch. That one popped in the air. Off foul territory, third base side. Metzdorf under it, and he'll bring it in for out number 2. So the Beacons get a real important out there. And get to the second out. Bases still loaded here, not out of the woods yet. 1 run already in for the Jumbos as Jimmy Evans now will step to the dish. Evans singled his first at bat and stole second. Here's the pitch. That one missing, a little bit low for a ball. So Hunt already up to 57 pitches. Not ideal as he delivers. And he hits the batter. So Evans gets drilled by the pitch, and that'll bring in a run. And the Jumbos will take a 2-0 lead. So not the start Ethan Hunt was looking for in his first of the season. So Connor Flavin now will step in. Base is still loaded here. That one outside for ball one. Hunt looking in for the sign. That one in there for a called strike to even up the count. I mentioned earlier that Keenan Metrick was up and moving around in the Beacons bullpen. He is now, in fact, warming up out there in right field. As the pitch comes, and that one in there for a called strike. Flavin did not like that call. That'll make the count 1-2. Base is still loaded here with 2 outs in the second. Catcher Orlis calling time, it looked like there. That looks like the umpire has to mark that down. The count still 1-2. Bases are full. 2 runs already in here in the second inning for Tufts. As Flavin waiting for the 1-2, Hunt to a set. Here's the pitch. That one outside for ball 2. So the count now even. Hunt now about to throw his 60th pitch of the game. That one popped high in the air on the infield. Aiden Blake is under it. And he will haul it in for the third and final out. So Beacons dodge a little bit of a bullet there in the second inning, but Tufts does manage to grab 2 runs, and they take a 2-0 lead as we'll head to the bottom of the second. Here at Monin Park, we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Paris changed my life, and I got there through UMass. Those very specific seminal moments in Paris, the subway. A man in a tuxedo walked in, and a woman in a long gown. And it was stunning. It all hit me. It was like a lightning bolt. There was this world of beauty and style that I wanted to be a part of. That was the beginning of the journey. And that all came through the University of Massachusetts. And that was really a key moment for me. It's one of those moments you never forget.
And welcome back here inside Monin Park as we're in the bottom of the second. So now it'll be Silas Reed who will enter the game for Tufts. As we mentioned off the top, it was Jack Schwartz who started the game. But again, going over Reed's numbers, 5 appearances, 5 starts, 1-1 record, a 4.42 ERA, 18 1/3 of an inning, and 16 strikeouts and 19 walks. So Schwartz goes 1 inning, allowed no hits, 1 strikeout, 3 walks. But we're assuming that because Tufts was late, they didn't allow Silas Reed to get a proper warm-up, so they sent Schwartz out there just to be a placeholder. Some starting pitchers have very long warm-up routines, as rightfully so, as they are out there for a lengthy period of time. But the Beacons down 2-0 here, as Mariano Jimenez will lead things off to start the bottom of the second. So Reed, now here's a pitcher out of the windup with nobody on, as he'll deliver. That one swung on and missed. Reed has some zip on his fastball. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, most pitchers you see come out of the windup with nobody on, as Silas Reed does here. And another pitch swung on and missed by Jimenez. Like that one may have jammed him. So quickly 0-2. And Reed is moving quickly here, as he'll fire and swung on and missed for strike 3. Jimenez goes down swinging on 3 straight pitches. So Reed off to a hot start, as Boston Burris now will step to the plate. Like how Burris goes with the old school look. He opts to roll the pants up, show his socks as he takes strike 1. He's got the old school stirrups. As the 0-1 pitch, that one fouled back for an 0-2 count. So 5 pitches thus far for Reed, all strikes. Reed also going with the old Josh Beckett method, covering his face with the glove. This one takes a while, as it looks like him and the catcher not on the same page. Now they are. That one will miss inside, so the first ball that Reed throws. And it looked like him and Brala, the catcher, not on the same page with the signs there. So here comes the 1-2. That one inside for another ball to even up the count. Austin Burris, the lefty, facing the righty Reed, who fires that one fouled off to the right. Count will stay at 2-2. Reed waiting for the sign. Gets it. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball there. Getting Burris. So 2 strikeouts to start for Silas Reed. 2 down now here. That'll bring up the right fielder, Justin Gavea. That one in there for strike 1. Gavea batting .255. That one in there for a called strike. Gavea had a triple yesterday against Plymouth State. Also meant Silas Reed, a junior out of Brookline, Mass. That one lined, and a diving attempt by the third baseman, but he's not able to haul it in. Gavea will reach. But a Heck of an effort there by Solomon, the third baseman. He got up there, got his glove on it, but just wasn't able to haul it in. So with 2 down, so Gavea takes his lead at first. Reed now from the stretch goes to home. He'll check on the runner, and he was safe. Called safe, but it looked like the tag might have beat him. It looked like he kind of slowed down from the turf diving back in there. Gavea lucky. Throw definitely beat him there. As Reed looking in for the sign. Checking again on Gavea, this time the pickoff attempt from the pitcher's mound. Reed comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one away. A nice block there by the catcher, Brala. He went all out. Looked like an old-time hockey goalie there, stacking the pads. Reed comes to a set. Here's the pitch. Parker fouls that one to the backstop. Count to 1-2. Silas Reed, mentioned out of Brookline, Mass, right down the street from where he attends school at Tufts, as he'll deliver. That one gets away from the catcher this time, and Gavea will advance easily to second. So the Beacons get a runner in scoring position with 2 down here. Parker now with a 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. That one in there for called strike 3. So Beacons will strand a runner at second. So we're 2 through here for Monon Park. Tufts still leading 2-0. We'll hit the top of the third after a quick break here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Something
Welcome back here at Monon Park. Andrew Bluestein here with you as we head to the top of the third. New pitcher on for the Beacons, Nick Assad, will come on 5 appearances, 5 starts, an 0-2 record with a 10.06 ERA, 17 innings, 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. Nick Assad, a grad student out of Franklin, Mass. Pitched 4 years at Southern New Hampshire University. So, tough night for Ethan Hunt, as he went 2 innings, allowed 2 earned runs, allowed 2 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. Was lucky for it to be just 2 runs. He was able to get out of the last inning with the bases loaded. That'll bring up first baseman Davidson. Assad's first pitch will miss high for ball 1. Here's the pitch. That one will miss outside for ball 2. Also working from the stretch with nobody on. That one in there, called strike. So the first strike of Assad's appearance thus far here in the top of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So that'll even up the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one inside. Not where Beacon's intended for that pitch to be. Scoreless was set up more towards the outside corner there, having to reach across the plate. So another full count here. You've seen a lot of those. Assad, the 3-2, that one missing outside for ball 4. So Assad walks his first batter. That'll bring up Leonard. Leonard was hit by a pitch in his first at bat and stole second. Or actually, he stole third. He advanced to second. As Assad comes to a stretch, checks on the runner, diving back. Hiding in safely is Davidson. Assad comes to a set, delivers. That one in the dirt. Corliss taking the throwback. They might have had him if he went down there. As Davidson had a sizable secondary lead there. Assad looking in for the sign, gets it, comes to a set, checks the runner, now fires. That one missing outside for ball 2. Assad delivers the 2-0 in there for called strike 1. So 2-1 count here. Nobody gone in the top of the 3rd. Assad delivers. That one missing on the outside corner. Make it a 3-1 count. Assad again will check the runner. Is leading at first Davidson. He'll go to second. Here's the pitch. And no throw from Corliss, but it's ball 4 anyways. So a good thing Corliss didn't throw it down there. So Assad walks the first 2 batters he faces. Still nobody out here in the 3rd. That'll bring up Tufts catcher Hunter Bralla. Bralla struck out in his first at-bat. Assad checks the runner. Now delivers, showing bunt. And Metzdorf will field it cleanly, and he'll throw to first for the first out. But a sacrifice bunt there will move the runners over second and 3rd. So Bralla doing the job there for the Jumbos. That'll bring up Solomon. Assad comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one blocked by Corliss. One called no strikes on the count. Runners on second and third. Assad looking in. Here's the pitch. That one popped high in the air, out of play. Assad gets the sign, comes to a set. Here's the pitch, showing bunt again. And that one, I'm going to say, got a piece of the bat, so foul ball. So count 1 and 2. So perhaps a suicide squeeze there. Don't see that very often in baseball anymore. I think that's what Solomon was trying to do there. Assad with a 1-2 count against Solomon. Assad comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one hits him. So the second hit batsman for the Beacons pitchers tonight. Hunt had one in the first inning, and now Assad with one here in the third, and that'll load up the bases with still just one out here in top of the third inning. So McCullough will step in. McCullough had an RBI single his first at bat. Oh, batting .500 on the season. That one in there for called strike 1. So again, Tufts for the third time have the bases loaded. That one fouled off into the netting, or I should say it's the second time that Tufts has had the bases loaded. UMass had the bases loaded in the top of the or the bottom of the first. Couldn't do anything with it. Neither could Tufts in their opportunity, but this time looking to do differently. That one in there for called strike 3, though. So that'll put 2 outs on the board. Much needed strikeout there for Assad. So we're back to the top of the order. Henry Fleckner will step to the plate with 2 out now here in the third. Bases still loaded. Here's the pitch from Assad. That one in there for called strike 1. Assad trying to get into a rhythm here. Assad. Go 1 in there for called strike 2. That brings a little life into the Beacons crowd here at Monin Park this evening. So 0-2 now on the leadoff man, Fleckner. Assad to a set. That one in there for a called strike 3. Not sure if it was on the swing, but it doesn't matter. So the Beacons get out of it again, leaving the bases loaded. So we'll head to the bottom of the third now. Still 2-0 Tufts. We'll be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Welcome back here inside Monin Park as we move to the bottom of the third. Drew Metzdorf will lead things off for the Beacons, who still remain down 2-0. So Nick Assad got into a little bit of trouble in the top of the third, but able to get out of it unscathed, as that one swung on and missed. Filthy pitch there from Silas Reed. Reed delivers. That one missing for ball one. So thus far we have 9 total walks in this ball game. 6 drawn by Tufts, 3 drawn by the Beacons. Reed delivers the 1-1. That one missing low for ball 2. Metzdorf was one of those walks in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. That one flown high in the air out to left field. Now coming in, the left fielder coming way in and makes the catch. As Leonard, a little bit of trouble with it out there. Not sure if you lost it in the lights or what that was there, but able to make the catch as he went way back to the warning track and then had to hustle in to grab that one. So one away now in the bottom of the third. Aiden Blake now will step to the plate. Blake struck out in his first at-bat as the pitch from Reed in there for called strike 1. Reed will deal again. That one in there for called strike 2. That one looked a little bit off the plate. Seemed like Metzdorf agrees with me. Had a little chat with the home plate umpire after that, so the count 0-2. Reed delivers. That one high for ball 1. Reed delivers the 1-2. That one in the dirt away. Even up the count at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 from Silas Reed. Swung on and missed. Aiden Blake as it's a drop third strike, but no problem for Brala, who throws to first for the out. So that'll put 2 away now here in the third inning. Silas Reed now up to 4 strikeouts. This just his second inning of work. It was Jack Schwartz who started the game. Only went 1 inning. That one missing for ball 1. So Corliss, the catcher, now in there with 2 outs, nobody on. That one popped to the right, well out of play. The 1-1 the count. Reed working out of the windup. Here it comes. That one again fouled up to the right, this time into the netting. 1-2 count now. Willis will wait. That one outside for ball 2. Reed looking in for the sign. Gets it. Now fires. That one high for ball 3. So yet again, another full count. Again, we've already had 9 combined walks. And there's, nope, that one in there for a called strike 3 on the corner. A late call from the home plate umpire. So the Beacons will go 1-2-3 in the third as we'll head to the fourth here at Monon Park as Tufts looks to add to their 2-0 lead, as we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Podcast Network.
I'm the first undergraduate alumnus to lead this university. I'm very proud of that. I was literally able to transform my life because of the University of Massachusetts, and I want that for every single student that walks through the door.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Welcome back here inside Monon Park as we head to the fourth inning. Beacons down 2-0. The Beacons, they had base runners rather in the first 2 innings, but went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. So Ozzie Fleischer will start things off here for Tufts in the fourth as Assad's pitch missing high for ball 1. Assad will fire to home, swung on and missed for strike 1. So the count now even. Assad working quickly here in the fourth. That one missing high and in for ball 2. Here's the 2-1. That one fouled back into the netting. So the count now even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off high. Now to play that one off the top level. The second at the highest top level of the parking garage. So the count stays 2-2. Assad looking in. Here's the pitch. That one fouled again into the netting, this time off to the right. Just 3 combined hits so far in this game. 2 for Tufts, 1 for UMass Boston. Most of the base runners have been walks as that one fouled again off to the right now to play. We've also had a couple of hit batters. Assad looks in. Fires that one in there for called strike 3. So Assad gets the K for the first out here in the 4th. So now 3 strikeouts for the man on the bump for the Beacons. As Jimmy Evans now steps to the plate. Here's the pitch from Assad. That one low and in for ball 1. Assad comes to a set. Now fires to home. That one high and in for ball 2. Tufts has had a base runner in every inning thus far. Beacon is trying to put an end to that streak with 1 away and nobody on here in the 4th. Here's the pitch. That one inside for ball 3, so the count 3-0, and they're going to say it hit him, I guess. So I guess it's another hits batsman, so that's the 3rd now for the Beacons, the 2nd for Assad. So Flavin will step in now, so Tufts keeps that streak alive. They've had a base runner in every inning so far. Tufts have left 8 runners on as that one in there for called strike 1. Beacons have left 4 of their own. Assad looking in, now fires. That one driven deep out to left field. Jimenez going back, and that ball is off the scoreboard. So it stays in the field of play, and they'll wave the runner home. And Tufts will go ahead 3-0. So an RBI double for the right fielder Flavin that hits off the scoreboard. So the Beacons catching a little bit of a break there, as if it was a little bit more to the left, it would have been a home run. So now 1 run in here in the top of the 4th with 1 out. So Flavin on second. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a called strike to first baseman Davidson. Assad will deliver. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. An 0-2 count here. To Solomon. Or rather Davidson, sorry. That one just missing. Good take by Davidson, so count now 1-2. Flavin the runner at second after his RBI double. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. For strike 3, as chasing there was Davidson, so that'll put 2 away now. Assad now up to 4 strikeouts. His second inning of work. That one popped up and out of play. That one gets on to the football field to our left. And whoever it was on the football field, not sure what's going on over there. Looked like might be some late night soccer. Somebody threw the ball back onto the baseball field. Not very wise. Not sure why you would do that. Kind of a dangerous thing to do, especially considering the players on the field that are not paying attention Count 0-1. Facade checks on the runner, but no throw. Count stays 0-1 after Assad stepped off. Now he delivers that one, driven out center field. Parker coming on. Parker in, will make the catch to retire the side. Good effort by Breon Parker. Had to come a long way in to make that catch, but Tufts grab another run on the RBI double by Flavin and take a 3-0 lead as we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. And again, Tufts leading 3-0. We'll be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
I did receive a non-athletic scholarship upon entering school.
I got the presidential scholarship, which was huge for me.
I think there's more opportunities for academic scholarships in Division III.
I did receive academic scholarships. Just being involved on campus, being a leader, all those things combined kind of get me recognized. It's a great experience for me.
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Welcome back here inside Monin Park as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Tufts grabbing a run at the top of the fourth on an RBI double from the right fielder Flavin. So they lead 3-0 now, but Gianni Zerilli Jr. will lead things off for the Beacons here in the bottom of the fourth. Silas Reed still out there, has been strong so far, as this will be his third inning of work. Did not start the game. It was Jack Schwartz who started the game for the Jumbos. As Reed fires and swing and a miss for strike two on Zerilli Jr. So he's in the hole to start things here in the fourth. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back and out of play. Reed looking in from the windup. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, a defensive swing from Zerilli Jr., but he goes down hacking. So that puts one away. Here in the fourth, 6 strikeouts now for Reed. He has been impressive thus far. Out just one hit. Nick Palma will step to the dish, batting .298. That pitch high and away for ball one. Here's the 1-0. That one in there for a called strike. Palma the DH tonight. The lefty. That one lined into left field, drops in for a base hit. So the second hit allowed by Silas Reed as Palma gets on. And the Beacons, with one out, have a runner on first as Mariano Jimenez will step to the dish.
Left fielder number 6.
Jimenez struck out on 3 pitches in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. That one in there on the outside corner for strike one. Reed looking in for the sign. Palma takes his lead at first. Reed will check on him. Diving back safely, though, is Palma. A lot of pickoff moves here tonight. Jack Schwartz, who started this game for Tufts, had a real impressive move. First base, especially for a righty. Here's the pitch. That one. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Jimenez for strike 2. Catcher Brawler giving the signs. Reed comes to a set. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. Jimenez goes down swinging again on 3 pitches for the second time. So that'll put 2 away now here, and it'll be up to Boston Burris to keep things going for the Beacons with Nick Palma at first after a single into left field. Palma takes his lead. Reed comes to a set. He'll deliver. Burris grounds that to first, and he'll get by the first baseman into right field. Palma on his horse, and they're going to send him home as the throw coming into second, and then Palma will head back to third. So score that an error on the first baseman, Davidson. So Burris advances to second, Palma to third. The third base coach initially was waving him home, but the throw came in quicker than expected, so Palma has to hold at third. So Justin Gavea will step to the plate with 2 down. Beacons have runners on second and third. First pitch outside for ball 1. Gavea singled in his first at bat. He's had a hot bat as of late. Mentioned yesterday he tripled against Plymouth State. Here's the pitch. That one on the outside corner for a strike. Count will even up at 1-1. So Burris at second, Palma at third. Palma reaching on a single, Burris on an error on a liner down first baseline. That ball misses for a 2-1 count. Reed to a set. He fires. That one fouled off to the left and out of play. Gavea trying to keep things going here in the bottom of the 4th. Beacons have yet to get on the board. That one grounded to the right side. The second baseman sliding, gets in front of it, but safe is, and then thrown out is Burris at home. Palma scored. Gavea grounded it to second. The second baseman, McCullough, got in front of it. So Palma scores, Burris thrown out at home. The Beacons do get on the board, and that will retire the side. So Tufts now leading 3-1 as we're through 5 here. We're through 4 here at Monin Park in Boston, as we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back on the Beacons Broadcast Network. Welcome back here inside Monon Park. Andrew Bluestein here with you as we're into the 5th inning here in Boston on a brisk spring evening, 63 degrees right now. So right now, no breeze out to right field, which is a rarity as that ball fouled off out of play by the catcher Brawla. So Nick Assad back out there for the 5th. Assad up to 41 pitches, now 42 as that one fouled again. High off the parking garage. No 0-2 count here to the leadoff hitter in the 5th. The 0-2, that one lined up the middle for a base hit. So Brawla with his first hit of the night. That was a hard hit ball. Is really junior, no chance to get to that one. So Brawla at first with nobody out. That'll bring up Solomon. That one outside. Solomon showing bunt there. Solomon has walked and scored a run so far here tonight. Assad fires to home. That one outside. Ball 2. Brawla taking his lead. Here's the pitch. That one high for ball 3. So a 3-0 count with a runner at first. Tufts has left 9 men on base. Pitch from Assad will be outside for ball 4, so another walk. Card to the Beacons pitching staff. That'll be the 7th. Not a recipe for success if you're going to walk 7 batters. And looks like we're going to get a pitching change here. It looks like that'll be it for Nick Assad. I'll say in a second. So it's a pitching change here for the Beacons. Brendan Ferrari will be coming on in relief of Nick Assad. So Assad going 2 innings, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, allowing 2 hits. So as Ferrari warms up, we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network. Welcome back here inside Monin Park. Andrew Bluestein here with you as we're in the top of the 5th inning. So Brendan Ferrari will be coming on in relief for Nick Assad. Ferrari 9 appearances, 1-0 with a 8.76 ERA, 12 1/3 inning with 12 strikeouts to 8 walks. So Beacon's pitching staff having a tough time finding the strike zone here at times tonight. See if Ferrari can get them back on track. As again, 7 walks. So still nobody out here in the 5th. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Follow the runner at 2nd. Solomon the runner at 1st. Ferrari pitches that one high for ball 1. Showing bunt there was McCullough, and Bralla, the catcher, dove back into 2nd. Not sure why he did that, as Ferrari didn't even look over there for more than a split second. Now he does go back, and this time diving in back to the bag is Bralla. Very rarely do you see a catcher as a threat to steal base. Although I'm sure at this point in these athletes' lives, their knees are a lot more sturdy. A bunt here, back to Ferrari. Goes to 3rd, and they get him on the force out. Great play by the Beacons pitcher. Ferrari, good awareness. Knowing he has the force out at 3rd base, gets the lead runner, so they spoil the sacrifice bunt. So the fielder's choice on the sac bunt. So 1 down here. We're back to the top of the order. Henry Fleckner, the center fielder. Fleckner has walked twice here tonight. Check on the runner again, close, but diving back was Bralla. Looking in is Ferrari. Runners on 2nd and 1st. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike. The runner at 2nd now is Solomon. It was the catcher Bralla who was thrown out at 3rd on the fielder's choice. Ferrari checks the runner, now fires. That one just missing outside for ball 1 to even up the count. Ferrari looking in now, gets the sign, comes to a set. Checks on the runner, checks again, goes back. And sliding back safely is Solomon. So 1-1 the count again. On the leadoff man, Fleckner. That one, throw down to 3rd, his attempt at 3rd, and they got him. Corliss on a bounce. A nice play by Metzdorf to tag out Solomon at 3rd. The pitch was a ball, so the count 2-1. And the Tufts coach is not too pleased with that call, but Corliss throws out the runner. And I think we got a replay of it. We'll try to show that to you. But in the process, McCullough advances to 2nd. So it's a double steal attempt, and they get 1 at 2nd. 1 at 3rd, spoiled by Craig Corliss. A nice job. And swinging and missing there is Fleckner to even the count at 2-2. We'll take a look at the replay here. Close play indeed. That's a bang bang play right there. He may have just barely beat the tag, but the Beacons will take it with a 2-2 count here. So the count now full. Here's Ferrari. That one outside for ball 4. So Fleckner gets on for the 3rd time, drawing a walk. So he has been patient at the dish today, paying dividends there. So Ozzie Fleischer now will step to the plate with 2 down here in the 5th. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Corliss had to reach across his body to save that one. Ferrari looking in. Now comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a called strike. Corliss not able to hang on to it. But the umpire giving Ferrari the call there. A lot of times you'll see the umpire call a ball in that situation due to there not being a presentation of the pitch, but Beacons get the benefit of the doubt there. 1-1. That one outside for ball 2. So McCullough at second, Fleckner now at first. Here's the 2-1. That one outside for ball 3. So a 3-1 count, runners at 1st and 2nd. Paula has a sizable lead there at second base. Burley Jr. playing right behind him. Ferrari deals. That one fouled off to fill up the count. I'd like to know how many full counts we've had here in this game tonight. There's been probably more than you can count on one hand at this point. The 3-2 pitch, nope, Zarrilli steps off, doesn't throw. But trying to keep the runner over there, McCullough, honest. We'll have to do it again. The 3-2, that one fouled off by Fleischer. Count still full. Fleischer waiting for the 3-2. Here it comes. That one fouled again. Out of play off to the right. Ferrari looking in for the 3-2 sign. Gets it from Corliss. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. As Fleischer goes down swinging. So Ferrari able to get out of it. And now we're through 4.5 here from Monin Park. As the Beacons coming up, trailing 3-1. As we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
University of Massachusetts Boston, with its scenic oceanfront campus, easily accessible to downtown Boston, is recognized as a model of excellence for urban public universities. 16 NCAA Division III sports are part of the more than 100 student organizations that create an engaging campus life in America's biggest and best college town, UMass Boston. Boston's urban, public research university for the 21st century.
Division III allows you to give yourself to other things.
Having that free time allows me to pursue the things that I want to pursue.
Division III athletics affords students the opportunity to, engage in the other interests in their campus and in their lives outside of that sport.
It allows you to just be able to do everything you want to do. I wouldn't change it for the world.
And welcome back here inside Monin Park as we move to the bottom of the fifth. Beacons getting back to the top of the order. Breon Parker, who's had an impressive season this far, batting .345. Is that one in there for strike one? Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one lined into right field, but coming in and making the catch for the out is Flavin. So one down now here in the bottom of the fifth as Drew Metzdorf will step to the plate. So one down here, his pitch from Reed. Silas Reed still out there. That one in there for called strike one. Reed has had an impressive outing thus far. 7 strikeouts, 3 hits. That one just missing for ball one. Reed is also yet to walk a batter, as Metzdorf will take ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's a 2-2 count. Reed delivers the 2-2 pitch. That one inside. The count is full. Another full count. You might be looking at a record here through 5.5 or 4.5 as that one swung on and missed by Metzdorf. And a drop third strike thrown on to first to complete the out. So 2 down here now as Aiden Blake will look to continue the inning. Reed delivers, swung on and missed by Blake, perhaps getting a piece of that, but doesn't matter, strike one. Aiden Blake has struck out twice so far here tonight. This is his 3rd at bat. Here is the pitch. That one low and away for ball 1 to even up the count. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off the backstop. Make it a 1-2 count. Haven't seen too much breaking stuff from Silas Reed. Seems like he's sticking with mostly the 4-seamer and the 2-seamer. We have seen a couple of change-ups here and there too. The 1-2 comes. There's a breaking ball. That one in there for called strike 3. Late call from the home plate umpire. But that will do it for the Beacons as we're now through 5. Tufts still leads 3-1 as they look to get the bats going themselves in the top of the 6th as we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Moving from Turkey, it was a rough journey for me because when you don't really speak the language that well and when you don't really fit in the crowd, it's very easy to disappear. But I decided not to give up, and UMass helped me.
UMass Boston was my first choice because when I came to the campus, I saw that there was a lot of diversity, there's a lot of people. Here there's a lot of international students, so it's really cool to meet people from different countries, different parts of the world. I'm Julia Murphy, I'm from Canton, Massachusetts.
I'm Olivia Murphy, I'm from Canton, Massachusetts.
We're sisters.
Oh, we're sisters.
I play volleyball and she plays basketball. Here they have a freshman success community. So each major has their own community that you can join as a freshman, and you take classes with them, you do study groups with them. So it was really helpful getting to know people in your major right away.
So in health exercise sciences, we have an internship at the end, so it's so much better to have like an advisor helping you out, like telling you which classes to choose.
People at UMass Boston, they're here because they know they
Welcome back here inside Monin Park as we're into the 6th inning. Tufts leading by a score of 3-1. Brennan Ferrari back out there for the Beacons. As first pitch in there for called strike one. Ferrari deals that one, missing high and in for a ball to even up the count. UMass and Tufts played earlier this season on March 29th at Tufts. Beacons lost 9-5 as Ferrari deals that one in there for a called strike. Game was originally supposed to be played here at Monin Park on the 28th, but was moved to Tufts due to poor weather, and then Beacons were supposed to be at Tufts tonight, but they switched as the pitch inside for ball 2 for a 2-2 count. Get play a game under the lights here at Monin Park. Beacons, however, trailing at the moment 3-1 as Ferrari deals, swung on and missed for strike 3 as Evans goes down hacking. So 2 strikeouts now for Ferrari. So 1 down here to start the 6th. Flavin step in. Flavin had an RBI double off the left field scoreboard. His last at bat to get the Tufts 3rd run in. Ferrari fires that one line off to the right, but foul. Count even at 1-1. Ferrari deals, swing and a miss for strike 2. As Flavin whiffs on that pitch. Orlis set up way high and away. Not sure what the Beacons catcher was doing there. Perhaps trying to get Flavin to chase, but he was set up. Looked like he was going for an old school intentional walk there. The way he was set up, but here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Ferrari with 2 straight strikeouts here to start the 6th inning as he puts away Flavin. So that'll bring up Connor Davidson now here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Ferrari now 3 strikeouts. He fires, swung out and missed for strike 1. Ferrari back to a set. Kicks and fires, that one inside for a ball to even up the count. Ferrari looking in, gets the sign, comes to a set. Fires, that one way outside for ball 2. Two and 1 the count. Ferrari looking in, gets the sign, comes to a set. He delivers, that one high and in for ball 3. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a called strike to fill up the count. So Davidson face a 3-2 pitch here with 2 outs, nobody on. The top of the 6, here it comes. That one popped up on the infield, and the catcher Corliss will make a nice basket catch for the 3rd and final out. So Jumbos go 1-2-3. Impressive inning for Brendan Ferrari with 2 strikeouts as we're through 5.5 here at Monin Park. The Beacons coming up, still down 3-1. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Can have an impact, not just on research, but on people, on their students.
This is just a starting point. It only has potential to grow, and it has a big potential to grow up.
You're really having a direct impact on people's lives, and you can see that now, and you can see that years from now.
So I think it's becoming like the place that people want to go.
What UMass Boston is able to offer to its young people certainly stands out to that mission that was set right out in the beginning. It's something UMass Boston should be and can be very proud about.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and I know how powerful words can be. The term gay doesn't mean stupid, lame, or less than.
So I pledge to speak up if I hear the term gay used in a derogatory way or any other homophobic terms.
If you can play in Division III.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and my teammates unconditionally accepted me as part of their family. So now I pledge to do the same for others. If you can play in Division III.
Welcome back here inside Monin Park as we're into the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Craig Corliss, the catcher, leading things off. Silas Reed still in there for the Jumbos. First pitch, high and away for ball 1. Here's the pitch. That one, another ball to make it 2-0. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a called strike. Speed delivers the 2-1. That one popped high in the air. Shallow center field. The shortstop out there as well. And that one drops in. And Corliss advancing to second, sliding in safely. So a miscommunication between center fielder Fleckner and the shortstop Fleischer as it drops in between them. And Corliss will start things off with a leadoff double. Although I believe that's going to be scored an error because it hit one of the players out there. As Early Jr. gets hit by a pitch. As we'll take a look at the replay from the last play. As Early Jr. reaching. Is that one high in the air? And it dropped right in front of the center fielder, Fleckner. And we have a mound meeting here. Coach coming out, not looking too happy, Silas Reed. Can't blame him for the first instant, but the second one hitting the batter. And Reed has not walked anybody yet. So that's the first time he puts somebody on without allowing a hit or an error. With the ball in the field to play, so Palma will step in. Palma showing bunt. He'll pull back as it's called ball one. So Corliss on second, Drilly Jr. on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Palma again showing bunt, so Beacon's trying to play some small ball here. Perfectly laid down the third baseline, and Palma will get thrown out at first, but he gets the job done. So a sac bunt, moving the runners to second and third here. Beacon's only down 2 runs. As we're going to have a pinch hitter here. For the Beacons. So it looks like Jimenez night's done. Luke Levitt will pinch hit for the Beacons left fielder. Jimenez had struck out on 3 pitches twice. So Levitt swinging away and fouling the first pitch off for strike 1. So the runners on second and third. Corliss on third, Drilly Jr. at second after the sac bunt. That one outside for ball 1. Luke Levitt Jr. out of Manchester by the Sea, Mass. That one in there for a called strike on the outside corner, so that will make the count 1-2. Silas Reed looking in. Here's the pitch. That one just missing inside for ball 2. Reed looking in for the sign, doesn't like the first call. And he'll step off. Not sure what that was. I think it was, he shook off the catcher twice. And I don't think he was on the same page with Brala, so that's the reason for the effortless pickoff move there to third base. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for called strike 3. A nice pitch there by Silas Reed. So Luke Levitt will strike out in the pinch hitting spot. That'll bring up Boston Burris now here with 2 down. So it's up to the Beacons first baseman to keep this inning going and perhaps tie this ball game with a hit here. Here's the pitch. That one hits Burris. So the second hit batter this inning by Silas Reed. He hits Riley Jr. and now hits Boston Burris. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs here in bottom of the 6th. Justin Gavea, the right fielder, will step to the dish. Gavea has an RBI single here tonight. Actually has 2 hits, 2 singles. Count 0-1. Here's Reed coming to a set. He delivers. That one lined into left field and just foul. That one was close, right on the line. Gavea with a real nice piece there, just couldn't get it to stay in fair territory. So that'll make it an 0-2 count. And that easily would have tied up the game. But we'll have to do it again here. So Gavea now facing an 0-2 count. Silas Reed looking in. He's up to 111 pitches. And that might be his last one for strike 3 as Gavea fans on an 0-2 count after it looked like UMass may have tied things up, but the ball did not want to stay fair. So we're through 6 now as we'll head to the 7th. Beacons still trailing 3-1. Tufts coming up. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
What separates UMass Boston from other schools is the fact that a large percentage of students commute. For me, it takes 2 hours each day to go to and from school, but every second has been worth it because the students that come here are serious about learning, they value their education, and understand where it'll take them in the future. This is what UMass Boston means to me.
The University of Massachusetts Boston. It's just minutes from downtown, and the Princeton Review calls it one of the best values in the country. A nationally recognized institution of academic excellence and research, UMass Boston offers more than 150 undergraduate and graduate programs, 16 Division III sports, and more than 100 student organizations. To learn more about the opportunities waiting for you at UMass Boston, visit in person or online. UMass Boston, a research university with a teaching soul.
Welcome back here inside Monin Park as we're into the 7th inning. New pitcher on for the Beacons. As 1-0 count. That one outside. New pitcher's Thomas Kearse, senior lefty out of Cohasset, Mass. Kearse delivers that one line down the right field line, but foul. Pierce looking in, the 2-1 delivery. That one flied out to left field. That one going back, but foul and out of play. Should also mention that Luke Levitt has taken over in left field for Mariano Jimenez. Pierce coming in with a 3-2 record, 3.48 ERA, 10 1/3 innings pitched. Has 7 walks to 12 strikeouts. As here comes 3-2. That one flown out to left center field. Parker going out there, but it's going to be Levitt under it who will collect it for the first out of the inning. So 1 down here in the 7th. As Solomon, the third baseman, now will step in. Or rather, excuse me, it's Thrala who will step to the dish. Solomon on deck. He went to go grab the bat at home plate. Why I thought he was stepping in, but Thrala takes ball 1. Here's the next pitch. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. Here's the pitch from Pierce. That one on the swing, called a strike, so the 1-2 count now. Pierce moving quickly out of the windup. Here's the pitch. That one grounded to short. Really Jr. fields it cleanly. Rifles to first for the second out of the inning. Tell you, Pierce has a very fast motion. He also works fast, but he works out of the windup. You'll see a lot of times pitchers move slow out of the windup, but Pierce moves pretty quickly. Going through his motions. The fastball. That one blown by Solomon for strike 1. That one missing for a ball to even up the count. Solomon has walked twice. As that one in for a ball, they appealed the swing at first, and then the umpire says he did not go, so 2-1. Solomon also has scored a run and stolen a base. That one flown off to the right and out of play for a 2-2 count. So 2-away here in the top of the 7th. Thomas Pierce on in relief for Brendan Ferrari. That one outside. So Ferrari went 2 innings, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, no runs. So good performance for the Beacons reliever. That ball looped into right field. Coming on, though, is Gavea, who will make the catch for the third and final out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Jumbos in the top of the 7th. As we'll head to the bottom of the 7th for our 7th inning stretch here at Monin Park. And we'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network. And we're into the bottom of the 7th here at Monin Park as Breon Parker, top of the order for the Beacons, will look to get things going here. We hope you took a nice stretch watching at home. Silas Reed still out there. He delivers strike one. Surprised that he's still out there. He's at 114 pitches as he delivers ball one. And he delivers the 1-1. That'll be ball two. Still doesn't look like we have any action in the Tufts bullpen either. He delivers that one, fouled off by Parker to the right and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2. And now looks like we have some movement out there in the bullpen for the Jumbos. As Reed delivers the 2-2 breaking ball, fought off by Parker. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off again to the right and out of play. Well, whoever it is that's up and moving around in the Tufts bullpen has just started throwing. They have not started throwing from the mound yet. The 2-2 here to Parker, the leadoff man, both in the lineup and in this inning. Here it comes. That one swung on and missed for strike three. So Silas Reed continues to be strong, and that's 11 strikeouts now on the game for Reed. And again, Reed didn't even start this game. It was Jack Schwartz who started. Metzdorf will step in with one down. That one in there for called strike one. Reed, the 0-1 pitch, that one outside for a ball. Reed looking in, gets the sign. Starts his motion. Here's the pitch, that one outside for ball two. So Parker, Metzdorf, and Blake do up. Parker already struck out to lead off the inning. Here's the 2-1. That one fouled off. Slow roller to the right side. Count 2-2. Nobody on, one out here in the bottom of the 7th. Drew Metzdorf, the batter. Silas Reed still out there. Now up to 121 pitches through 5 1/3 inning. That one flailed at by Metzdorf, and they call it on the swing for strike three. So 12 strikeouts now for Silas Reed as he strikes out the first two batters here in the 7th. So that'll bring up Aiden Blake. Blake has struck out 3 times here tonight, trying to avoid the golden sombrero as he swings and misses for strike one there. Golden sombrero, of course, is if you strike out 4 times in a game. As Reed fires and Blake swings and misses for strike two. Of course, you might think there can't be anything worse than the golden sombrero, but there's also the platinum sombrero, which is when you strike out 5 times in a game. As the 0-2 pitch comes to Aiden Blake. That one shot back to the pitcher. Reed fields it, throws to first, and just barely gets Blake for the third and final out of the inning. So Blake avoids the golden sombrero, but the Beacons fail to get a base runner and go 1-2-3 in the 7th, and that will probably be it for Silas Reed, but then again, who knows? As we're through 7, as we go to the 8th here from Monin Park, we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
Welcome back here. Andrew Bluestein with you on the campus of UMass Boston at Monin Park as we're into the 8th inning. And McCullough will step to the dish to lead things off. Thomas Keir still out there. That ball lined into left field, but that's right at Luke Levitt, who will vacuum that in for the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Thomas Kears. So we're back to the top of the order. Fleckner will step in. Fleckner takes ball 1. He's walked 3 times tonight. Pierce working out of the windup. The 1-0. That one just missing outside for ball 2. So as of now, it doesn't appear that there's anybody warming up in the Tufts bullpen, as that one in there for strike 1. Here's the 2-1 from Kearse. That one on the outside corner for strike 2. So again, Silas Reed now up to 129 pitches. Be real interesting to see if he comes back out. Is that ball grounded up the middle? Sliding is Blake, but it gets past him for a base hit. So Fleckner reaches on the base hit with 1 down here in the 8th. That'll bring up Ozzie Fleschner. Flesher, the shortstop. Hunter takes his lead. Here's the pitch from Kearse. That one in there for called strike 1. Kearse look again now, pitching from the stretch. The lefty will check on the runner, but sliding back safely without a problem is Fleckner. Pierce looking in. Now comes to a set. Now checks again. Fleckner diving back safely once again. Pierce moving quickly and now up to 22 pitches. Here comes the 23rd swing and a miss. As Fleischer wails at that one for an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back into the netting, out of play. Count remains 0-2. Here's the fourth pitcher this evening for the Beacons. As he comes to a set, and he'll go back to first, but stepping back without a slide this time was Fleckner. Base runner is important at this portion of the ball game. Still only a 2-run lead for the Jumbos here in the 8th. As that one fouled back. So important. Make sure those base runners don't advance into scoring position. Try to keep the game as close as you can. So Tufts has 5 hits on the evening. UMass with 4. 9 total. As that one swung on and missed for strike 3. Not sure if that was intended to be a pitch out, but that one well out of the strike zone as Fleischer chased that one as he goes down. Hacking there, and that's the first strikeout for Kearse. That'll bring up the DH Evans with 2 down here, runner on first. They'll check again, sliding back safely again is Fleckner. Pierce looking in for the sign, comes to a set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There goes the runner, sliding down safely. Bit of a high throw from Corliss. So Fleckner gets the theft. And Jumbos get a runner in scoring position. Here with 2 outs. What could make all the difference with the 3-hitter Evans at the plate and an 0-1 count. Pierce gets the sign, comes to a set. Checks the runner, here's the pitch. That one lined to right field. Gavea coming on, and he'll be right under it for the 3rd out of the inning. So that's now 12 runners left on base for the Jumbos as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Beacons still only down 2 runs as it's 3-1 with the Beacons coming up. And we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an
And welcome back here at Monin Park as we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher on for the Jumbos. Justin Wells comes in. A lefty, 6 appearances, 1-1 record, a 4 even ERA, 9 innings with 9 strikeouts to 5 walks. So that will end the night for Silas Reed, who was stupendous for the Jumbos. Went 6 innings, 1 run, 0 earned, 13 strikeouts, no walks. Did hit 2 batters, but really good line there from Silas Reed. As Craig Corliss will start things off here against Wells. Wells, a junior out of Stoughton, Mass. Played his high school baseball right here for BC High, so he must have some familiarity with this field as he delivers ball 1. Now throws a strike to even up the count. That one in there for strike 2. Corliss in his last at bat hit a ball out to center field where it just fell in between the shortstop and the center fielder, and he was able to advance to second. Here's the pitch from Wells. That one fouled back for. Well, the count will stay 1-2. Beacon's trying to get things going here in the 8th. Still just down 2 runs. Finally able to get Reed out of the game. That one fouled back again, so the count stays 1-2. Silas Reed, 129 pitches. You never see pitchers at any level go that long in a game anymore. That one way outside, a breaking ball that just never broke back to the plate to even up the count at 2-2. But that's some Nolan Ryan stuff there by Silas Reed, as you just rarely ever see pitchers go even close to 90 pitches these days. That one popped in the air to right field. That one will get out just barely for a foul ball. So the count will stay 2-2. Also mentioned a new catcher this inning for Tufts, Connor Bowman, the senior out of Wellesley, Mass, in there for the Jumbos. Here comes the 2-2. That one again fouled off to the right. Wells again delivers the 2-2. That one lined into center field, into right center field. That one will get almost into the gap. So a double for Corliss to start things off here in the 8th. That brings the Beacons dugout to their feet, as a really junior now will step to the plate. So we're going to have a pinch runner here, as Corliss's night will end. So Nick Farnese will be the pinch runner. Freshman out of Ramingdale, New York. The Beacons with the runner in scoring position. Nobody out. So as a early junior at the dish. Runner on second, nobody out. Zarelli Jr. with a heavy hack there, swing and a miss. For strike one. Wells looks in for the sign. That one in there again, swing and a miss, strike two. Wells hasn't even checked the runner yet at second. So the count now 0-2. Zarelli Jr. with 2 swinging strikes, and there's a third. So 3 straight swing and a misses for Zarelli Jr., and he goes down hacking. So that'll put one away here for Nick Palma now, the DH, stepping to the plate. Nick Varnese, again, the pinch runner in for Corliss, who doubled to start off the inning. Palma now fouls that one off to the left and out of play, so it's lefty v lefty here. Wells gets the sign. Checks the runner that time. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back for strike two. So an 0-2 count on Nick Palma. Here's the pitch. That one just missing for a ball for a 1-2 count. Wells looking in for the sign. Comes to a set. Here's the 1-2. That one fouled off by Palma, out of play. Wells looking in. Got some action in the Jumbo's bullpen. It's like Gavin Brown warming up out there. And Palma goes down swinging on a changeup. So that'll put 2 away. So after Corliss starts things off with a double, 2 straight strikeouts. And the Beacons now down to their last 4 outs as Luke Levitt will stand in. He pitched hit for Mariano Jimenez earlier and then took over in left field, as that'll be ball 1. Wells looking in for the sign. Delivers. That one in there for a called strike to even up the count. Wells comes to a set. That one fouled back off the backstop. Well, mentioned Tufts has stranded 12 runners now in this game. Beacons, to this point, have stranded 7. Looking to change that here in the 8th. As Levitt wait for the 1-2, here it comes. That one missing for a ball to even up the count. Wells does not seem too concerned with the runner at second. Farnese, as that one hits Levitt. And they're going to say he didn't make an effort to get out of the way for strike 3. And he's arguing with the home plate umpire. And an unfortunate end to the end of the inning. So the Beacons strand another runner. That's 8 now. So we'll head to the 9th. Beacons now down to their last 3 outs. Tufts coming up with a 3-1 lead as we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back on the Beacons Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Monin Park as we're into the 9th inning. Couple of defensive changes. New pitcher for the Beacons, Sam Gray, in 8 appearances, no decisions, has a 0.96 ERA, 9 1/3 inning, 6 strikeouts, 6 walks. Also, the new catcher for the Beacons is the freshman Max Garner out of Arlington, Mass. Sam Gray Jr. out of Rockland, Mass, the righty. Is the first pitch from Gray. That one, a defensive hack there by Flavin. Foul ball for strike 1. Here's the pitch. That one in there for called strike 2. Gray comes to a set from the stretch, rather. That one grounded to Zerilli Jr. at short field as he cleanly fires to first. Just gets him. Nice play by Zerilli Jr. for the first out of the inning. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. So Todd Stawicki, a junior out of Chandler, Arizona. A big lefty, listed at 6'4". Steps to the plate hitting for Davidson. Gray comes to a set. Here's the pitch. That one in there for called strike 1. Could also mention Thomas Kearse. Went 2 innings, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, no runs, no walks. Solid outing for the Beacons reliever. As now Gray looks to follow in his footsteps as he delivers the 0-1. That one in there for called strike 2. Wiki, the pinch hitter, waiting for the 0-2. Here it comes. That one inside for ball one. Gray comes to a set, fires that one, fly it off to the left and out of play. Here comes the 1-2, that one inside to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Liam Wilson Jr. warming up for Jumbos in the bullpen. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. So Gray gets a strikeout as pinch hitter Stowecki goes down swinging for the second out. That'll bring up the left fielder Leonard. So the lefty stands in. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. That one popped high in the air on the infield. Cirilli Jr. underneath it. He'll bring it in for the third out. So 1-2-3 go Tufts. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Beacons down 2. Gonna need a big inning here. As we'll step aside, take a quick break, be right back here for the bottom of the ninth here on the Beacons Broadcast Network.
Academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love.
The 5-campus UMass system is the university that educates the workforce of Massachusetts. We recognize that we are truly here for a reason, and that recognition inspires us and drives us every single day.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a deep
Welcome back here at Monon Park as we're just about to get ready for the bottom of the ninth. A new pitcher on for the Jumbos. It'll be Liam Wilson. Comes in with 5 appearances, 2-0 record, a 9 even ERA, and 6 innings, 6 strikeouts to 2 walks. Looking for a save in a save situation here. But the Beacons looking to dig deep here, as it'll be Burris, Gavea, and then Parker. Here in the bottom of the ninth, Beacons down 2 runs. But Boston Burris will lead things off. Here's the pitch. That one missing for ball 1. But also mentioned Jackson Duffy is now the new right fielder for Tufts. Is that one outside for ball 2? Here's the pitch. That one in there for a called strike. on Boston Burris. Beacons now down to their last 3 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Lead is only 2. That one lined into the gap, perhaps. Nope, right at the left fielder, who hauls it in for the out. Leonard with the catch. So Gavea will stand in with 1 out now here. Wilson fires a strike. Here's the 0-1. Gavea fouls it off for strike 2. So 0-2 now the count. Wilson out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. That one lined to the second baseman, though. Fielded cleanly, thrown on for the second out. So McCullough with the put out. Now Beacons down to their last out as Breon Parker steps to the dish, the top of the order. So can Parker start a rally here? As this game's 3 hours old now. Is that pitch in there for called strike 1 on Parker? Beacons down to their last hope here. Wilson delivers the 0-1. That one fouled back for strike 2, so now the Beacons down to their last strike. Again, this is not a conference matchup, so not affect the Beacons' LEC standings. That one fouled off to the right. So the count remains 0-2. Nobody on. 2 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. That one outside for ball 1. Wilson gets the sign, comes to his set. Here's the 1-2. That one grounded to the right side, fielded by the first baseman, tossed on to Wilson for the final out. That'll wrap up the ball game. So the Tufts Jumbos will come away with the 3-1 win, and they'll sweep the season series against UMass Boston. They won the first game 9-5 over in Medford, and now they'll take the second one 3-1. So the Beacons will to 15-9 on the season. Tufts will improve to 13-7. Again, not a conference matchup, so it doesn't affect the Beacons' LEC position. As we'll take a summary, a look at our final scoring summary of this game. So the first runs coming in the second inning by Tufts. It was a McCullough singled to left field. Solomon scored, which scored the first run, made it 1-0. Then Evans was hit by a pitch. Fleckner advanced to second. And then Solomon scored. And then in the fourth inning, Flavin doubled off of the left field scoreboard. Evans scoring the run there, and then Beacon's only run of the night coming from Gavea, who singled. And Palma scored. That's all we got here in terms of scoring runs. As we'll take a look at the schedule ahead for the men's baseball team before we thank our productions team and wrap up here. So this is around the Little East Conference for April 12th. So Colby Sawyer was at Southern Maine today. That was a 3:30 start. Not sure the results of these games, but Middlebury played at Castleton. Keene State was at Roger Williams. Anna Maria was at Eastern Connecticut. And Purchase was at Western Connecticut. All those games, I'm sure, have gone final by now. As now, we'll thank our production team. Producer Michael Vesey, director Ali Albano, camera operators Max Clifford, Sonny Green, and Sarah St. Stern. On graphics, Grace Kelly, and replay, Elena Albano. Want to thank everybody on our productions team tonight. I'm Andrew Bluestein. Once again, the final score, Tufts 3, UMass 1. We'll see you next time here